So this is a video that got people to buy from me before even hopping on a call with me and made me over $200,000. And this video was my VSL, right? So how I make 30K months with fitness coaching, here's how. That was the title, thumbnail, obviously a little bit flashy here. But I want you guys to understand this. A VSL isn't actually just a pitch. It's a belief transfer mechanism. Most coaches use VSLs to explain, but the best coaches use VSLs to actually reframe beliefs. Honestly, thinking about it, nobody wakes up one day and says, oh, I want to buy a coaching program today. They need to know that your framework solves their exact pain points before even hopping on a call with you. Because the truth is, you're not actually that bad at sales unless you are, but it's just that you're showing up so late in the buyer's journey. You guys know that when you hop on calls with cold leads, it's a constant uphill battle. You guys are just trying to, warm them up and build trust. Oh, this is what I do. Oh, you can trust me. I'm not a scammer. I can get you the results. And it's honestly the most tiring, draining thing ever. When a lead says I need to think about it, it's not because they actually need to think about it. It's just a lack of clarity in what they're getting into. Because sales success is 80% pre-frame, 20% the actual call. The sales call isn't where the sale is actually made. It's just where the actual payment is confirmed. So you want to do all of your selling before the call, so the actual call isn't about selling. You want to genuinely switch the dynamic of everything, right? You want to be the guide, not someone who has to be persuading them and forcing them into buying whatever your program is. So the outcome is you're going to close faster and you're going to have way less resistance. Prospects show up trusting the actual process, not interrogating you about the price. Because when somebody actually believes in your framework or your systems or your process, the call becomes about whether or not they're actually a good fit, not join my program, oh no, and try to manipulate them. So now I'm going to show you the exact 5 slides that you need to have in your VSL to actually convert into a sale before even hopping on the call with you. Slide number 1, right? The actual pattern interrupt. If you guys look here, when I was a fitness coach, I used a before picture and an after picture, right? When I was working my 9 to 5, after working my 9 to 5, being successful in coaching. How I went from your typical gym bro, stuck working a 9 to 5 to making over $30,000 a month as an online fitness coach. Now, again, you go down here, realize you're not fighting your competitors. You just need to speak to the one person who actually needs your help. People won't hear your message if you don't actually earn their attention first, right? So again, in your title should be ICP, pain point, and dream state. We go here, you look up, gym bro working a 9 to 5, making over $30,000 a month. That's the dream state as an online fitness coach, right? So your ICP is identified here. Pain point is working the 9 to 5. Dream state, making over $30,000 a month, right? If your video or your VSL does not speak to that person instantly, they are going to want to click off because again, this video is not for them. Slide 2 is just who this is for, who it's not for. This page acts as a filter, qualifying the right leads and disqualifying the time wasters, saving you from unqualified sales calls. When someone hears this is for you, and it describes their exact situation, example, you're stuck in a 9 to 5, but you know you're meant for more. Or for example here, if we look at my current one, in-person trainer, stuck being an in-person trainer. You already have a great physique, but people ask you for tips. You just don't know how to get started in this space and really don't know how to build an online fitness coaching business. It creates micro yeses, and this is just used as a conversion trigger. When they consistently say yes, 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 it brings them forward to the sale. Because imagine if you're watching this video and I said this video is for people who like ice cream, people who like pizza, people who play soccer. This video is not going to be for you. But if I say this is for anyone who needs to increase their closing rate by 30%, someone who is struggling with dealing with cold leads on a call, someone who is dealing with a lot of I need to think about it, this video is now more so for you. Now, if I say this video is not for someone with a 100% closing rate, not for someone who is making 150K per month, not for someone who is not a coach, obviously this video is not going to be for you. So now you know this video is for you or this video is not for you. And again, these micro yeses will get you closer to a yes. Slide number 3 is social proof, client results, right? If you zoom in here, a shit ton of results, screenshots of all my clients' payments, testimonials as well. Dylan 0 to 5K 1 month, Hunter 0 to 10K in 3 weeks, Christian 0 to 2K in 1 month, starting from absolutely zero everything. Right, the client results and social proof is honestly just for reassurance. You're showing them that they won't be the first person. Belief multiplies when they see people like them winning. The only reason why I don't show just my results or why you shouldn't just show your results is because again, your situation might be a little bit different. But if your prospect situation relates a little bit more towards like your client situation, they'll be way more likely to want to join because now a belief is instilled in them. If he could do it, I could do it too. Social proof is a conversion hack, right? Your prospect might believe in the opportunity, but still doubt you or themselves, right? Client results prove it works. It's not you saying it's possible. It's real people showing it's already happening all around them. This removes all the skepticism and installs trust fast. It also will reduce risk and increase confidence, right? If someone is thinking, what if this doesn't work for me, or is it just hype? When you showcase diverse or different client wins, example, how someone went from 0 to 10K a month, or scaling from 10K to 20K a month, you're answering with evidence and not actual promises. This takes away all the risk, so there's no more emotion behind it, and it's just logical. It creates relatability through actual mirroring. Like I said earlier, when a prospect sees someone who looks like them, has a similar background, face the same struggles, and then won with your help, they project their own success on your client's story. And again, they'll think, if he can do it, I can do it too. Examples for us, right? Hunter went from 0 to 10K in 3 weeks. John went from 1K to 6.5K months in 6 days. Alex went from 2K months to 15K months in 1.5 months. People buy transformations, not information. Slide 4. Your actual story. Storytelling builds instant connection. You guys have all heard this before. Facts tell, stories sell. When you share your personal journey, for example, me, stuck from 9 to 5 to 50K months, it bridges the gap, right? From where the prospect is now to where they want to be. It genuinely just makes you human again. Instead of being a coach that's just selling something, you become a guide who has actually lived their pain and you found a way out of it. Everybody loves the hero's journey, right? People are hardwired to resonate with transformation arcs, struggle, breakthrough, and triumph. It taps into universal psychology. The viewer can't help but to follow your arc and subconsciously imagine themselves on the same exact path. Because if you see a little part of yourself in me, it's more likely inclined that you'll believe it. If your prospect sees a little bit of themselves in you or one of your clients, again, their chances of believing that they can do it will go up even more. And telling your story honestly just differentiates you from every coach. Every coach has the same content, same funnels, same bios, and it gets really, really tiring. So the number one way to stand out is with your story. Because anyone can claim that they help fitness coaches scale, but no one can replicate your actual story, right? I was raised by a single mom, dead broke working at Aldi, spent all my last dollars on mentorship, built my dream life from scratch. Nobody can replicate that. Your story is your ultimate weapon in this new day and age of coaching and mentorship and consulting. Nobody can honestly copy it. And again, this just helps your viewers put themselves in your shoes. If there's something you don't want to share because maybe you think nobody can relate to it, I promise there's someone out there that probably can. This story aspect is so important because if nobody can connect with you, if everybody thinks you're a scammer, if nobody actually builds trust with you, it's going to be so hard for them to say yes. Slide 5 is just your framework. A lot of people fear chaos, but a good framework just calms all of that. Example is, I've done this before, here's how we'll do it together. Showing them an exact step-by-step process on how to actually get from where they are right now to where they want to be. People don't buy coaching, people buy certainty. So people need to actually believe, hey, this thing that you're going to do for me is going to get me this result. What am I getting into? For you guys fitness coaches, what are they going to be doing? What is your unique mechanism? Am I going to be just getting meal plans and training plans? What is the actual thing that brought him from X to Z goal? Super, super simple. It's literally just a step-by-step, but you want to go into more of the whys instead of the whats. Because if you just tell people what to do, no one's going to do it because nobody likes being told what to do. But you tell people why to do something, you'll get a whole lot deeper and people will actually start doing things. Your last thing is just your CTA. So at the end of the VSL, you should have, again, book a call with my team, book a call with me, DM me this, follow me on this. Whatever you want your CTA to be, ideally, usually book a call should be at the last slide of your VSL. But I want to make this clear, right? Your VSL is not meant to be fancy. It's about just being the genuine bridge to, again, close this gap. Your authenticity is your advantage. I want you to understand that, again, the only way to stand out in this day of age is by being authentic. A Loom video just like this, recorded with actual confidence, beats a $5,000 studio shoot every single time. Speak to the camera how you will speak to your clients in the DMs. Calm, clear, and actually authentic. Because perfection might seem so far ahead for your prospects that they cannot see anything happening for them. But if you, again, show how real and authentic you can be, again, they can see themselves in your shoes. And why, of course, this VSL is so important is because you get fewer no-shows, shorter sales calls, less burnout, more authority with fewer words, and of course, increased closing rate, meaning more money at the end.